An extreme sports pioneer who made global headlines back in 2012 for a record-breaking skydive has passed away. Let's bring in CBS News correspondent Ian Lee. Ian, tell us what we know about this tragic accident that he was involved in.
Hi, Elizabeth. This took place in the center part of Italy on the Adriatic near a resort. According to witnesses, they heard a loud bang sound, and that's when Felix crashed his mechanized paraglider into the ground. Lifeguards then went to look and treat him, but according to the mayor, he was dead on scene. The mayor also saying that he felt ill during the flight and he was unconscious. Probably part of the reason why he crashed. There is an investigation ongoing. One other person was slightly injured, a worker at the resort. They are being treated. But right now there's a lot of questions of how something like this could happen to someone who has challenged and done death-defying feats his entire life.
Yeah, such a tragic story, Ian. And Felix Bumgardener was known as Fearless Felix. And we see photos of him with a tattoo that said "Born to Fly." He really helped bring the extreme sport of base jumping into the mainstream. I mean, he was a pioneer.
Oh, absolutely. And you could almost say he helped put Red Bull on the map worldwide by his feats. You know, I remember back in 2012 when he became a household name, watching him base jump from a balloon on the edge of space. He was the first person to break the sound barrier with his body. At that time, it was the highest free fall that anyone has ever achieved. So he really pushed the limits of human endurance and inspired a lot of people in doing so. Really a pioneer in the sport. And this is something that people are going to remember him by, is someone who could push the limits and achieve things that people didn't think were possible.
Well, when I was standing outside that capsule, it was a very quiet and peaceful moment. You know, at that moment, you look at the world, it looks very fragile. You could see the curvature of the earth. You could see the curvature of the earth. I could see the sky was pitch black up there. And
so if the earth were actually this size, the International Space Station would be orbiting about a half an inch above the surface. And that dude who jumped out of a perfectly good balloon, what's his name? Felix Bumgardener. He would have been about 2 millimeters above the surface of this globe. That's his edge of space jump. Now, you know, I don't. It's fine. He wants to. I don't have a problem if he does it, but the honesty of it would greatly diminish what I think people thought he was actually doing. And not only that, they made sure to photograph him standing there with a really wide-angle lens, which curves horizontal lines. Right. So in the photo, you see this curvature of Earth's surface, and he said, "Wow, he's in space. Look at that." No, he's not. At that height, you don't see the curvature of the Earth if you are 2 millimeters above this beach ball. You just don't. That stuff is flat. And then I showed examples of wide-angle lenses curving horizontal. I tweeted that.